right, everybody, it is Prescott's finest, your Prescott Police Department. It's the one time you can cheer for them. You're not pulling you over. This is your American Legion, post 116.
Up next is the Grand Marshal John Pites. Grand Marshal John Pites, on the day World War II ended, John turned 20. He served in the Army Air Corps, flying 22 missions as a CFC gunner on a B-29 aircraft. Those flights included photo reconnaissances, food drop, one bombing raid, and weather reconnaissance. He holds the patent for the chemical compound that inflates airbags. Articles have been written about this in the New York Times, the Wall Street Journal, and the Weekly Reader. He has also testified before the House and Senate on auto safety.
That's a nice Harley for you. Giving letters to veterans. This is Jim Radley's tractor. Jim enlisted in the U.S. Air Force in May of '73. After 5 years, he transferred to the Arizona Air National Guard, where he retired. After 21 years of service, he's pulling just a few of our veterans with his tractor. Look at all these wonderful kids coming out here celebrating Veterans Day. We appreciate you kids coming out and showing your support. Once again, we'd like to thank North Air Aviation and its pilots. Salute the defenders of America's freedom. From premier training to flexible aircraft rental, discovery flights, North Air Aviation operates under the Prescott's sunshine and ideal flying conditions to train the world's safest and most sought-after aviators. A heartfelt thank you for your service, veterans, from your family at North Air Aviation, who's going to be doing our flyover here in just a few moments. Thank you to the veterans of Foreign Wars Post 10227 of Prescott Valley. Group of veterans helping fellow veterans in distress. Post 10227 is known for the flags on display on Highway 69.
Prescott High School Junior ROTC, carrying our nation's flag, which normally hangs high in the sky at Tim's Auto Group, is Prescott's High School Air Force Junior ROTC, which is nationally recognized award-winning unit. It has received the coveted Distinguished Unit Award for the past 9 years. This is the 10th year for the unit at PHS.
Way to go, Prescott High School Junior ROTC. And there is North Air Aviation with their flyover. These are the future leaders of your country. Prescott High School Junior ROTC. Here's your Copper State Detachment Granite Mountain Young Marine. The Copper State Detachment Marine Corps League, once a Marine, always a Marine. Granite Mountain Young Marines honor courage and commitment. Happy Veterans Day.
Coming up next is Station 72 very own ladder truck, located on 6th Street here in Prescott.
And here is your City of Prescott's leaders, mayor, city councilman, and elected mayor, Harry. Your Prescott City Council. And who else is out there? We got Mayor Marlin, and then we had
Jim Lemerson.
Jim Lamerson, and then Harry Oberg.
Harry Oberg.
All right. Station 72, Happy Veterans Day. It's definitely a little bit cold out here.
A little chilly. Should have dressed warmer. Our theme this year is Keep the Spirit of 45 Alive.
Beautiful Prescott Courthouse. There's all our city leaders getting their pictures taken. Once again, Prescott Fire Department and Engine 72, the ladder truck. Station 72 ladder truck?
Stationed over at 6th Street.
Awesome. This is the Honor Guard Post 6. Responsible for quite a few of the Honor Guard stuff that they work out. Thank you guys for serving our community.
Up next is the Korean War Veterans Association, H. Edward Reeves chapter. We did our part to keep the spirit of 45 alive, and in doing so, our casualties prove that freedom is not free. Korean War Veterans Association.
And look at these awesome Jeeps coming up here. Those are some good looking Jeeps. Got that 50 cal. Nice presentation of colors. Hey, it's the Shore Patrol.
Yeah, but you don't like to see them coming, do you?
I don't like to see the Shore Patrol coming. I got in enough trouble when I was overseas. They can stay right where they are. Some fine military vehicles.
This is a rarity one.
Yeah, this one's really rare. Looks good though, very well restored.
And it runs.
Yeah, that's true, it does run. Happy Veterans Day.
Thank you for being here. Up next is the Scottish American Military Society, one of Prescott's foremost veteran organizations. Over 90% of their members are combat veterans.
This is the Gold Star, Honor and Remember, Gold Star families. Appreciate you guys being here. Once again, everybody, this is the Gold Star families. These are family members that have lost somebody in the fight for freedom, proving freedom is not free. Big round of applause. And now our Scottish American Military Society. Look at Larry over there.
Hey, Larry.
Nice presentation of arms. Thank you, gentlemen, for being here in the Veterans Day Parade. Happy Veterans Day. All right, it's Brookdale Retirement Community. Brookdale serving all of our veterans. Quite a contingent that they brought with us today. Both of their vehicles are carrying veterans of many different wars, including World War II, I believe.
That is right.
That's Brookdale Prescott Senior Living Solutions, supporting our veterans, everybody. Brookdale Heroes. Thanks, Brookdale, for supporting our veterans. We really appreciate you. Again, Brookdale coming out here with all of their veterans, giving them a chance to be in the Veterans Day Parade. Can't thank them enough for doing that for their residents. Happy Veterans Day. Thanks for coming out.
There's Norma.
That's right. Brookdale Senior Living Solutions. I think they said over 90% of their residents are veterans.
I believe so.
Well, that's pretty amazing. Oh, look at this one. Great looking vehicle. Next, we have the Military Order Purple Heart is composed of combat wounded veterans. The truck used in the float is a 1944 Dodge, which was used in 2 Hollywood movies, Pearl Harbor with Ben Affleck and Wind Talkers with Nicolas Cage, which was about the Navajo Code Talkers. Again, the Military Order of the Purple Heart. Bucky O'Neill Post 541. We're the oldest Veterans of Foreign Wars post in the state of Arizona. Mission is to foster camaraderie among United States veterans overseas conflicts. To serve our veterans, the military, and our communities, we are named for our former Prescott mayor and Rough Rider Bucky O'Neill.
Greyhound Pets of Arizona is an all-volunteer 501c3 nonprofit organization educating and adopting retired racing greyhounds into a loving home. They are the original 45-mile-an-hour couch potato and live up to that statement. Greyhound Pets of Arizona.
Those are some fast animals, that's for sure. Next, we have Claude Baker. Today, driving his 1981 C08 GSI Ferrari is Claude Baker, a former naval officer. He served from 1943 to 46. He's also a member of the American Legion Post 6. Claude Baker with his 1981 Ferrari.
Whiskey Road Flivers. Henry Ford began production of the Model T Ford in 1909. Millions of cars were manufactured through 1927. It was the first line produced in the United States. Model T Ford Club of America helps educate present and future generations about this historic vehicle.
You gotta wonder where they came up with Flivers.
I was wondering that as well.
It's kind of an odd name. But
Sure,
thank you
there's a
guys.
reason.
Yeah, thank you guys for coming out to the Veterans Day Parade. We really appreciate you coming out. Look at those Flivers. Let's get a good ooga. Oh, what a beautiful car that is. No horn in it, though. No horn. What a bummer. Next, we have Las Fuentes Resort, honoring our veterans and thanking you for your service. Las Fuentes Resort Villages. Thanks for coming out and supporting our veterans. We really appreciate you guys coming out. We want to thank Angel Fire for the use of their sound equipment on the parade route so that everyone can hear about the entries in today's Veterans Day Parade. Once again, thank you, Angel Fire.
So I found out what the word flivvers meant.
What does flivvers mean?
Term of a style from 1930s to early 40s.
Well, check it out. It's the Yavapai County Mounted Sheriff's Posse. Formed in 1941, the posse is the oldest in the state. Originally formed because of World War II, the posse has worn many hats over the years. Our main mission now is search and rescue and scholarship for kids of Yavapai County. We have many veterans in our ranks. We salute all who have served and continue to serve. Yavapai County Mounted Sheriff's Posse.
Next, we have Barrett Propane. I want to thank them for being an entry this year in our 2015 Veterans Day Parade.
Keeping the spirit of 45 alive, and every gallon of propane pumped off this truck, 1% of it is going to a veterans parade or a veterans nonprofit. I'm sure Dave is not going to be happy if I say going to all.
And they proudly support our veterans.
That's true. Barrett Propane, everybody. Great local company.
The U.S. Vets mission, the successful transition of military veterans and their families through providing housing, counseling, career development, and comprehensive support. Please remember them during tax season with a qualifying donation. U.S. Vets. Up next is the Pride of Prescott Marching Band. It's led by Drum Majors Brigadier Johnston, James Burton, and directed by Mr. Dan Bradstreet. We're honored to perform the Battle Hymn of the Republic and dedicate it to our veterans on this special day. Go Badgers! Pride of Prescott.
I think those are the same uniforms I wore in high school.
I think they were.
The Pride of Prescott Marching Band, everybody. Next is Empire West Title Agency. Next we have a 1937 Cord Beverly Supercharged. This rare classic vehicle was owned by World War II POW who trained right here in Arizona at Luke Field. We are accompanied by the following heroes: Keani Turner, Ted Romanek, and Roosevelt Suggs. Empire West Title Agency thanks all our veterans for their service.
Great 1937 Cord. Beautiful. Veterans Heritage Project. This program is where students interview veterans. Each student writes an essay on the veterans' military service. The essays are then sent to the Library of Congress, bound in a book for all the veterans who were interviewed that year. This was done by the Chino Valley High School. It's called the Veterans Heritage Project.
As Mazatlan Masonic Lodge. Thank you guys for coming out to the Veterans Day Parade. We really appreciate seeing you. Look at these young kids giving all those thank you cards to the veterans. Thank you, girls. Wonderful crowd turning out here for the 2015 Veterans Day Parade, keeping the spirit of 45 alive.
Beautiful weather, just a little chilly.
Yeah, just a tad bit chilly. And here's that heritage project you were talking about.
Street is the STAR program Alpha Troop. They are an Army club from Chino Valley High School under the direction of Joel Baker. He's a veteran of the Vietnam War, and the program precedes the establishment of the junior ROTC program. It's called the STAR program Alpha Troop from Chino Valley. Great presentation of arms. Next we have Kayla Bradshaw, Flagstaff 2015 Pro Rodeo Queen. She wants to thank all active and inactive military personnel for serving our country and helping to keep us a free nation. Kayla Bradshaw from Flagstaff.
Let's give a big shout out to that pooper scooper. This is your Prescott Rodeo royalty. Thank you guys for coming out here. Prescott Frontier Days Sweethearts. That's your future royalty at the Prescott Frontier Days Rodeo. Thank you guys for coming out. Thank you, Alta Vista. This is Alta Vista Senior Living, bringing their veterans out here to enjoy the Veterans Day Parade. Thank you very much for bringing them out. Alta Vista Veterans, superheroes for today. Thank you, Alta Vista, for everything that you do for our seniors. Appreciate you. Alta Vista, the pinnacle of retirement living.
Up next is the Northern Arizona All Airborne Chapter 82. These are all paratroopers, men and women who were members of the elite airborne unit who served in World War II, Korea, Vietnam, Grenada, the Gulf War, and present conflicts in Iraq and Afghanistan. Let's remember that freedom isn't free. Someone had paid for you and me.
Everybody, this is your Girl Scouts. All girls, kindergarten through 12th grade, are invited to join us. We always welcome community members to volunteer for an hour, a day, a year, or forever. Your Prescott Girl Scouts. I think this is from everywhere, all of our quad cities, or Cinco cities.
Cub Scout Pack 1, the first Club Scout Pack in Arizona. Founded in 1914 with over 100 scouts and have gone on to be Eagle Scouts. Club Scout Pack 1.
There they are, showing off some of their moves. Next, we have Girl Scout Troop 2194. Our Prescott Valley Girl Scout Troop is here to support and remember all of our veterans. Thank you so much for your service. Girl Scout Troop 2194.
Also, Cub Scout Pack 7006, chartered by the American Lutheran Church. We are proudly living the Scout Law and Oath. We're raising young men from boys. The Cub Scout Pack 7006.
And here we have John Ford Renegades. The John Ford Renegades are historical military reenactors that pay respect to all 19th century military veterans, including Civil War and Indian Wars, as often depicted on John Ford Western films. The John Ford Renegades.
And down the street we have Prescott Regulators and their Shady Ladies. It's a nonprofit organization whose mission is to preserve history in Prescott and the state of Arizona. Many of our members are esteemed veterans of the United States Armed Forces, and as a group, they are proud to pay it forward to all veterans who are heroes, both home and stationed throughout the world. It's your Prescott Regulators and their Shady Ladies.
We'd like to thank Public Access Channel 64 for filming and putting on the air this Veterans Day Parade so our community can be part of the great event. Thank you, Public Access 64. Next is the Northern Arizona VA Healthcare System Veteran Float. The Prescott VA is keeping the spirit of 45 alive, home of the free because of the brave. We honor our World War II veterans. All gave some gave all. Please give a shout out to our veterans who service our country and let them know how much Prescott appreciates them. The Northern Arizona VA Healthcare System Veteran Float. Some gave all. Please give a shout out to our veterans who service our country and let them know how much Prescott appreciates them. The Northern Arizona VA Healthcare System Veteran Float.
Another group of Northern Arizona VA healthcare system, providing healthcare services for over 25,000 of our nation's heroes in the Northern Arizona area. Almost 35% of the employees at the VA are also veterans themselves. We are proud to serve those who have served. It's Northern Arizona VA healthcare system.
Thank you very much, Veterans VA Healthcare System. Enjoying Veterans Day here on this beautiful Prescott day. A little bit chilly outside, but everybody coming out and still enjoying the Veterans Day Parade. Thank you guys so much for coming out and joining us. This is your American Legion, Chapter 78, Dewey Humboldt. Thank you guys for coming out. American Legion, Chapter 78, Dewey Humboldt.
Chino Valley High School Cougar Marching Band under the direction of Mr. Tom Weigert and is led by Drum Major Casey Hartstock and Color Guard Captain Alyssa Ripel. Mr. Weigert and the band are proud to salute all those who have served their country. And on a side note, I understand they're going to San Antonio January 2nd.
Fantastic. Congratulations, Chino Valley High School, for making it to San Antonio.
Absolutely. Go Cougars. It's great to have bands in their parade here in Prescott.
Yeah, I'm glad to see both of them came out this year. Sometimes we just get one or the other.
Absolutely. They both supported it this year. Thank you so much. Chino Valley Marching Band.
Next is the Prescott Antique Auto Club. We're celebrating 45 years as the largest car club in Prescott. In the lead is the City of Prescott's original 1931 Sea Braves ladder fire truck. No, it's not. Hold on a second. This one's being towed. All right, just behind this one is the Seagraves 1931 ladder fire truck. It was restored and is maintained by club members, following our classic vehicles dating back to 1918. Some restored and others in their original condition. Celebrating 45 years as the largest club in Prescott. Freedom is never given, it is won. Can't say it better myself. Prescott Antique Auto Club.
And they are the largest car club. They've got a great variety of different years, styles, makes, all kinds of vehicles.
And
Glad to see them today. Great looking vehicle. Beautiful.
Yeah, he agreed with you. Look at all these wonderful vehicles.
Looks like they have an old Oklahoma State Trooper vehicle as well.
Yeah, got the light going and everything. Look at this club, it's so big.
Look at the variety. A little roadster coming up.
This is Prescott Pack 330, Den 1. Thank you
Glad
guys
to
for
have
coming
them.
out.
Absolutely.
Oh, here we go. Prescott Elks Lodge and Scout Troop 330. Look at that buggy. They were the first Elks Lodge founded in Arizona, thus nicknamed Mother Lodge of Arizona. We serve the youth, schools, law enforcement, first responders, and especially our vets. The vehicle is a 1976 El Diablo dune buggy. The exalted ruler is Phyllis Tuttle and her husband Tut, with escorts Louise and Hirsch Eaton.
U.S. Coast Guard Artillery Flotilla. It's a civilian volunteer arm of the United States Coast Guard and authorized by Congress. The auxiliary is celebrating its 76th anniversary this year. The Prescott Flotilla 1010 provides safety patrols on the Phoenix Lake area and on Lake Powell. You can find out more about this at cgaux.org. The U.S. Coast Guard Artillery Flotilla. Cool.
Next is your Disabled Veterans Chapter 16. Representing DAV Chapter 16 today is the classic 1972 Checker Marathon, driven by Walt Lynn, our chaplain. We have been helping our community's disabled veterans and their families since 1950. Thank you for your continued support to help us end veteran homelessness for good. 1972 Checker Taxi.
Up next, we have Great Circle Radio, Northern Arizona's music powerhouse. Live and local on-air personalities every weekday. Looks like we even have Lisa joining us today. She's live Monday through Friday, 6A to 10A. We're proud to sponsor the 2015 Veterans Day Parade this year. Great Circle Radio.
Good looking van. He's alive, and more Ron in the morning.
Absolutely.
Next is the Knights of Columbus, Sacred Heart Roman Catholic Church, Knights of Columbus, Yavapai Council 1032. Over 100 years old in Prescott, the second oldest council in the state. Knights of Columbus.
It's a neat old truck.
Sacred Heart Catholic School, Church and School, and the Knights of Columbus would like to thank the men and women that served in the armed services and those that are currently serving today. In schools, we pray for our service members, past and present, remembering the sacrifices they have made and keeping the spirit alive. Trinity Christian School Warriors. Glassford High Middle School loves veterans. Yesterday, the school's leadership program participated in Take a Vet to School in conjunction with the History Channel, Cable One, and Yavapai College Upward Bound program. Trinity Christian School, 5th grade. Freedom isn't free. We have what we have because of veterans. We can go to our school and pray to our God because veterans died to preserve our freedom. Thank you, veterans, and God bless. Sons of the American Revolution, Prescott chapter. Thank you guys for coming out and supporting the veterans.
Next, looks like we're going to have the Yavapai Chapter Daughters of the American Revolution. They'll be celebrating their 35 years of service in education, patriotism, historic preservation. They have sponsored 3 honor flights this year, enabling 90 World War II veterans to visit Washington, D.C. for 3 days at no expense to them. So that helps keep the spirit of 45 alive. The Yavapai Chapter Daughters of the American Revolution.
Next is the Daughters of American Revolution General George Crook Chapter. They are a nonprofit, non-political volunteer women's service organization founded in 1980 with the mission of promoting historic preservation, education, and patriotism. This is our 125th anniversary. Members have proved lineal, bloodline descent from those who aided in achieving American independence. Next, we have the Prescott National Memorial Ladies. The National Memorial Ladies were started in 1948 at Arlington. Their motto is "No veteran should die alone." We honor our veterans' last tribute by attending services held at the National Cemetery, VA Chapel, and area churches and funeral homes. If any ladies are interested in serving with us, please contact the VA, Prescott National Memorial Ladies. We want to thank Lifeline Ambulance for their participation in today's Veterans Day Parade. Thank you, Lifeline Ambulance. This is your American Legion Post 108. American Legion Post 108 coming out and supporting their veterans. Thank you guys very much for coming out. American Legion posts around all of Prescott are some of the best posts out there, so if you're involved, please get involved.
Looks like fun coming up next with the El Zariba Shrine Misfits. They are a misfit bunch of Shriners that ride on or in anything that can motivate. Oddball transportation is encouraged in their club. They benefit over 22 Shrine Children's Hospitals in the United States and in Mexico. They provide free care for children from newborns through age 18 at their burn or orthopedic hospitals, United States and Mexico. 22 different hospitals, children's hospitals. El Zariba Shrine Misfits.
And definitely known for their little cars. Next is Rick White and Tom Carver, reconditioned 1963 M151 Jeep, driven by Rick White and passenger Tom Carver. Both served in Vietnam at Cameron Air Base in 1968. Thanks, Rick and Tom, for coming out with your 1963 M151 Jeep.
We also have the High Country Area Brothers of the Third Wheel. It's a family of trikers open to anyone interested in triking. This local group sponsors a trike run each year to benefit Child Haven of Prescott. We want to welcome the High Country Area chapter of the Brothers of the Third Wheel.
I wonder if any of them can pop a wheelie for us. Anybody? No? No wheelies. Yeah. All right. I guess no wheelies today, everybody. Thank you, Brothers of the Third Wheel. Next entry is Rehab Boswell. She's proud to be a Navy mom. May God bless you all. It's Rehab Boswell. Here she is again, Rehab Boswell.
Local realtor here in town supporting the Veterans Day Parade today.
How are you doing, Rehab?
It's like coming down this street. Today is the Granite Mountain Gourd Society. They hold the Prescott powwow every year at the Watson Lake. The annual Gourd Society is honoring the fallen 19 firefighters. Our society comes from many tribes. It's the Granite Mountain Gourd Society. And if you've ever been out to Watson Lake during the powwow, it's a fantastic event. If you haven't been there, you need to try it for 2016. Powwow, Watson Lake, put on by the Granite Mountain Gourd Society here in Prescott. Thank you guys for joining us today.
Next is Veterans for Peace. Having dutifully served our nation, members of Veterans for Peace pledge to use nonviolent means to serve the greater cause of world peace. It's Veterans for Peace. Thank you guys for coming out and showing your support.
Up next is the Detachment 028, Embry-Riddle Air Force ROTC. It's the home to the Detachment 028, commonly known as the Best in the West. Embry-Riddle Air Force ROTC. Glad to have them today represented.
Looking good in their Air Force uniforms.
We're really fortunate to be able to have aeronautical university like that located here in Prescott. We also have North Air, who did our flyover for us today as well.
Wonderful day here in Prescott.
I was going to say, great day. Middle of the week. A lot of people aren't probably able to get out and enjoy it.
But very cold. My toes and fingers are numb.
I did not dress appropriately.
Yes, next we have coming up, we have all these wonderful animals. This is Yavapai Humane Society. Yavapai Humane Society saves thousands of animal lives each year. YHS has many former members of the armed forces who help care for the animals on a daily basis. The staff, volunteers, and animals of YHS would like to say thank you to all the veterans for keeping us safe and keeping the spirit of 45 alive. Oh, look at how cute that one is.
Oh, he's adorable. Wonder if he's available.
Yeah, and if you guys are wondering, you can go ahead and get this weekend and pick up a pet of your own. YHS is always doing a adoptions, so get over there to Yavapai Humane Society and adopt a pet for life, as they say.
Great looking dogs. Glad to have them today.
Yavapai Humane Society. Doing great work here in the Quad City areas. Thank you guys so much. Next, we have the USS UI Gudgeon Base. We're a national organization of more than 13,000 U.S. Navy veterans that earn the distinction qualified in submarines. Our mission is to celebrate the lives of all those submarines that perished at sea while servicing our country. Shipmates on eternal patrol. Again, this is USS UI Gudgeon Base. Normally you guys bring out the submarine. What happened?
Guidance Aviation, established in 1998. Guidance Aviation is an FAA-approved helicopter pilot training school, providing the best training, the most advanced technology, and unique career opportunities. The majority of their students and graduates are veterans of the United States military and have served overseas. Guidance Aviation, right here in Prescott since 1998. Thank you guys for joining us today.
Next, we have the Civil Air Patrol, Prescott Squadron 206. Civil Air Patrol, Prescott Squadron 206. Thank you guys for coming out. Much appreciated.
We have some more horses this year in the Veterans Day Parade. It's always good to see. I believe this is the Bethany Gate Ranch visiting us. Thank you all for being here.
Bethany Gate Ranch wants to wish all the veterans a happy Veterans Day and look at them keeping the spirit of 45 alive. Next, we've got James L. Congrove, an Army Reserve Lieutenant Colonel with my father, Ron Congrove, who is a U.S. Navy veteran. We're riding in a 1958 Willys Jeep customized off-road vehicle. James L. Congrove with his father, Ron Congrove, in a customized off-road vehicle. What a good-looking vehicle that is.
It is.
All the kids coming out today to celebrate Veterans Day. We can't thank you guys enough. We're glad that you got the day off of school.
Absolutely. Lots of kids support today. That's fantastic.
They've been bringing all their thank you cards and dropping them off at all the veterans as they pass by, so thank you for doing that.
Cheering us on.
Yeah, that's right.
Love the energy of them. Up next, we have the Rotary District 5490. It is comprised of 5 area clubs: Prescott, Prescott Frontier, Prescott Sunup, Prescott Valley, and Chino Valley Rotary District clubs. Rotary is a leadership organization, and they're made up of local businesses, professional, and civic leaders. They meet regularly, form friendships, and do things that make our community a much better place to live. It's all 5 area clubs. Thank you guys for joining us today.
Next is the Mobile Vet Center. The Mobile Vet Center visits us every year. One of the best vet centers that we've got out there. Thank you guys so much for showing up. We appreciate it. Here are your Combat Veterans Motorcycle Association 32-3 Arizona. We're combat veterans from all branches of the U.S. Armed Forces who ride motorcycles as a hobby. Our mission is to support and defend those who have defended our country and our freedom. We sponsor or participate in many motorcycle-related charity events and donate to veteran care facilities and veteran charities. Here is your Arizona Army National Guard. Arizona Army National Guard. Coming out here with a Humvee, showing off today.
Veterans War Memorial Wagon. Our mission is to provide veterans as well as other community members with a recreational, therapeutic-oriented activity. Generally, it's unavailable to them, but they provide veterans the opportunity to engage in the sport of shooting from a horse-drawn war wagon using blank firing shots or a Gatling gun mounted. It's a neat wagon. It's a Veterans Memorial War Wagon.
Look at that thing.
Never seen anything like that. It's really fascinating.
I know. Next is Rudy Boydens is seen driving a 62 MRC 87. Riding with him is veteran Mark Calhoun, who served in the Air Force during Vietnam War. Rudy Boydens.
Corrado and Rudy Henshaw. Rudy is driving his 1946 Jeep. Hi, Rudy.
It's the Northern Arizona Wolverines, amateur adult football, ages 19 and up. All local players from the Tri-Cities. Home game are at Bradshaw Mountain High School, and the season runs from February through April. Northern Arizona Wolverines. understanding is they even have a 60-year-old playing with them this year.
Haha, do they now?
Yeah. Next is the Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University Army ROTC. This is the Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University Army ROTC coming into view now. Thank you guys very much for coming out and showing your support. Showing off our colors. And here we have the Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University Army ROTC in presentation of colors. What a beautiful display.
Absolutely. Wonderful.
Thank you, Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University Army ROTC.
Up next, we have the Prescott Vet Set.
Wonderful Corvettes.
Beautiful. Let's see here. Which one do I want?
Did you find one yet?
I think I'm going to take that yellow one that's coming up the street.
Taking the yellow one. I'm going to go ahead and take this Stingray right here.
They have a car show downtown once a year, and usually the latter part of September. Beautiful time of year.
Beautiful car show. It actually goes all the way around the square. It takes all four sides. One of the largest in the country.
Yeah, I believe they have over 209 vets a year that come out. Corvettes, that is.
Sean MacArthur, this is your last entry. Thank you so much for coming out, General.
Prescott Frontier Days Parade. We want to thank everyone for joining us this year.
Thank you again for coming out to the Veterans Day Parade 2015, where we keep in the spirit of 45 alive. Thank you, everybody.